Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys. Well, if you didn't catch our hot, messy topics today with Ashley from Taste of Reality, then definitely go be a part of the replay crew. In the meantime, we definitely have some OC to talk about, but this time on Up and Adam channel 2. So if you guys are not subscribed, go watch the TikToks. Go follow. Like I TikTok the hell out of it. I think I probably, oh my God, I don't even know. I probably put at least 30 to 40 TikToks up a week. So go follow the TikTok Up and Adam anywhere you get your socials. But with that, we have some Tamra, depending on what you want to call her, to talk about. So before we do, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, get subscribed, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and that's
we do it.
all right, guys. Well, you know that Tamra has been a hot topic of conversation, especially with the Real Housewives of Orange County, and I'm not ready for them to be over, but thank God we have just enough left to like quench our thirst. Plus, if you guys want your housewives fix, right now is the time in the Bravo world to get that. You have Roni, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Orange County, a new Below Deck. That's not housewives, but you get what I'm saying. Now let's get into this. Ooh, Tamra. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Tamra Judge went to bat with Ryan Boyajian on a recent episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County, but is even more drama on its way? That's the biggest question. It was during a recent interview where Tamra spoke of where she stands with Ryan, shaded his fiance Jen Pedranti, and reflected on her on-camera drinking habits, while also explaining why she quit the Tres Amigas, reacting to her latest drama with Vicky Gunvalson, and discussing the feud between Emily Simpson and Heather Dubrow. She said, "I don't have any other words with Ryan ever again. I never will speak to him again. This guy is bad news." That's what she confirmed to Us Weekly on October 5th, so just literally 9 days ago. As for her status with Jennifer Pedranti, Tamra noted that her drama with Ryan had nothing to do with her relationship with Jennifer, before shading her castmate as phony. "I think she's somebody that comes off very sweet and kind, and let's just say her words don't match her actions in life. She's very self-produced." Huh. See, I wouldn't have gotten that, only because just for me personally, when I met Jen Pedranti, the woman she comes off like a saint. And I have had bad judgment before, you guys. I'm like the person who's like the worst with gaydar, with good people, bad people. Man, I feel like I get in bed with the devil a lot. Um Metaphorically speaking. I feel like I'm always like really trusting of someone, and my judgment is just shit. So Tamara could be onto something that I don't know about, but for me personally, meeting Jen, the woman was just an absolute saint. She was so sweet, so nice, so kind. I have no negative words for Jen Pedranti. And a lot of people can kind of decipher between like Tamra is like in your face, like, here's the napkin. What are you going to say, bitch? But then Tamra's like, I own it. And that is me. And I own it. Whereas Jen is over here pretending to be all cotton candy and, oh my God, cookies and butterflies. And that's not who she really is. So which one's worse? If in fact Tamra is actually telling the truth on this, which Tamra also says, I am not a liar. So that's for us to decide, I guess. God. Now, looking back on her messy encounter with Ryan, during which she suggested his home had been raided by the FBI due to his alleged involvement in an MLB gambling scandal, Tamara admitted to having too much to drink. "I have not been drunk since that night. I woke up the next day. I didn't know what happened. Eddie Judge was upset with me, and I just made a point right there. Like, I'm like, never again. It doesn't take me driving my car into a house," is what she said. Okay. So here's what, and I'm not saying this about Tamra. I don't know Tamra like this, and Tamra was also very sweet to me. So I'm going to say that. Um, Here's where fans, and this is because I do a lot of videos, I get a lot of comments, I get a lot of people who reach out to me. This is where the fans have a problem. They're saying when they watch Tamra on her podcast, when they see the video versions, her eyes are a little like, like maybe she could have been drinking, maybe not. Maybe she's just tired. She's running all over the place. But then also, they feel like every scene that she's filming, for the most part, when it's a group setting, that she's drunk. They feel like the only difference between her and Shannon is the fact that Shannon crashed her car into a house and Tamra has more of a foundation at home. That's what the fans are saying. Now, Tamra keeps on throwing these blows at Shannon, like, I didn't have to drive my car into a house to figure it out. And I really, really hope, because this is the same song and dance. We saw this last season with Shannon Bedore when she kept giving Gina Kirschenheiter so much shit about her DUI. And Gina's like, you love bringing that up, don't you? And Shannon's like, yeah, I really do. I love bringing that up because I helped you. And then boom, she crashes her car into a house and looks like an asshole and she ate her words. I really, really pray for Tamra that karma does not come back and bite you in the ass and serve you the same form of shit that it was served to Shannon. And hopefully Tamra is in as much control as she's saying, and that wouldn't happen. And I do hope that for her. But wait, it keeps going. When she was asked if Jennifer would be making a mistake by marrying Ryan, Tamra had mixed feelings. She said, yeah, well, I don't know. I'm starting to think that they're the same person. She's no angel and he's no Dodger player. There it is. At the end of last year, after Shannon was arrested for a DUI, Tamra opted out of their Tres Amigos tour, but while it has been stated that she did so because Shannon had drank at one of their shows, Tamra said that there was much more to her exit. They make it look like I just quit. That's not what happened. There were many conversations. I have 4 podcasts. I have 2 houses. I have a daughter that just started college and a husband, and I just can't take off and leave like that, not to mention my other businesses. But meanwhile, Tamra continued, Vicky and Shannon don't have much. Shannon doesn't have a husband. She doesn't have a job. And Vicky, I'm not sure if she has a job either. That's the first time hearing that. Following years of friendship with Vicky, Tamra said she's officially done, as she accused her former friend of using her to promote her new podcast. I'm done. She went after me. She's got some lame podcast she's trying to get off the ground. Between her and her co-host, I think that they've had 5 failed podcasts. She's trying to get people to listen. So how is she doing that? She's coming after me. I reached out. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you have a problem with me? Her thing was, I'm sticking up for Shannon. And I'm like, oh, come on. What are we in high school? And I've known you way longer than you've known Shannon. And Shannon, you and Shannon haven't always been in the best relationship. So maybe you guys are meant to be together. I want to hang out and surround myself with positive people, not people that backstab. Yeah, so Teddy it is. As OC fans may have seen, Vicky brought Tamra's estranged daughter, Sydney Barney, up amid their feud weeks ago, suggesting that Tamra didn't care enough about her oldest child to leave the show. She was just spewing lies. Everything she said was an absolute lie. She had no details of what happened to my family and to my children's lives. And for her to go out and say that, it just shows her true character. I couldn't even imagine to my worst enemy to go and do that like she did. And to think that I had a relationship with her for almost 20 years, to do that is gross. I did find that to be gross also. But I mean, Tamra also talked about Jennifer Pedranti's kids on the show. So I'm like, there's a little hypocrisy here. Also, during the interview, and by the way, it could have been in different settings and different situations, but that's semantics. Tamra shared her thoughts on the drama between Emily and Heather, which arose after Emily, who has struggled with her weight, felt singled out by Heather, asking her to bring her own jeans to her fashion show. I didn't understand it at the beginning because Heather asked all of us to bring different clothing items to mix and match with the designer's clothes. I'm like, wait, I was told to bring a shirt. We all were. In the actual fashion show, I didn't notice her being upset. So when we were at Jen's house, I just felt like it came out of nowhere. And she also felt like Emily was reaching for a moment. I thought, oh God, this is just trying. Sometimes girls just try to do things on the show to make it a thing. It's my biggest pet peeve, and just kind of trying too hard because I didn't witness any of that. However, once she spoke to Emily directly, she understood where she was coming from. I talked with her and I'm like, okay, I get it. It's your own insecurities. And I thought she was accusing Heather of fat shaming. And I was actually really mad because I'm like, Heather would never do that to you. Well, glad we cleared that one up. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are, especially about Tamra. Pop off in the comment section, please. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. We'll see you in just a little bit. Love you guys. Bye.